Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been quite a while since I posted my last video. Work, life, and all that kind of got in the way. But shop update, I guess. I got more lights around. It's a mess right now. I've been working on both these cars, the Cobra right now. I'll go through what I've done to both cars so far. So it's been a while, so it's a pretty big update. So we're gonna start first with the Cobra. So on the Cobra, I put in a KMJ 200 amp alternator on it. Doing that, I needed to get a bigger alternator pulley for it, which would require me to change the belt size. So I was like, might as well go with a smaller supercharger pulley. So this should add about, this is a 2.8 pulley. It should add about 4 pounds of boost. I did that, and I got a Borla catback exhaust. I haven't hooked it up yet. I had to get a wideband for my e-tuner to tune the vehicle for me. So I had to weld in. I've been learning how to weld a little bit, but I welded in O2 bung. That was a bit of a mess, but you know, it is what it is. I'm learning. Supercharger pulley on this, the catback, O2 sensor. I also was fighting a draw for the longest time. I went through like 2 different batteries, and I thought at first I thought it was a bad alternator from the last one. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then I also thought it was because I got like the cheapest batteries I could. So I went ahead and got a Optima red top battery, and it tried doing the same thing. So I was like, okay, I got a major draw somewhere. So I wish I took a video on how to diagnose it, but basically you take off the negative lead, all the grounds, you take it off, and you put it in line with the multimeter, setting to amps, DC amps, and just see and start pulling fuses one by one to see which one is the one that's taking the draw. It'll tell you in milliamps. So I was reading 0.23 amps when it should be 0.04 amps. So I did the fuse box in the engine bay, no dice. So I went into the fuse box inside. It ended up being the GEMS module, which is essentially, instead of wires running across the whole car, it goes to one box. So the box is right here. It's located in your driver's side kick panel area. I wish I could show you a video on how to take it off, because it's kind of a pain. But there's only one video I see on YouTube, and he just says slide it forward and up. But he fails to realize that there's a little tab here, and if you don't push down that tab, then it's not going to come out. So, but I got down to this GEM module right here. So there's 3 connections on the bottom, 2 connections right here. So I started unplugging the connection on the bottom. The draw stayed. When I got to the top 2 connections, they were very hard to get to, because at the point I did not know how to take the box out. So when I pulled the one on the top, that's when the draw went away, but that was from the main power wire from the fuse. So I was like, all right. Well, I took a gamble. I don't like throwing the parts cannon at things. And when you look up forums, they say the GEM module usually doesn't go bad, but it's also, those forums are from like 2010, when these cars were still relatively new. This is an 03, so it would have been like, what, 7 years old? The car's 20 years old now, about to be 21. So I changed out the GEM module, and you have to do the check again with the amp draw. You have to let the car sit for 45 minutes. Don't open the doors. If you open the doors, like you have to trip the switch so it thinks the door is closed. At the 40-minute mark, that's when it went to sleep finally, and I was getting the 0.03 amps that I needed. So that was pretty good. Like I said, I don't like throwing the parts cannon at things, but I just got to a point where I felt like I needed to at this point, because I just wanted to see if it would do it, and I wasn't about to wire chase, so I threw the parts cannon at it. So it fixed it, so it's all good. Like I said, I got the wideband hooked up. I got the AFR 500 V2. That's what the tuner recommended. So my tuner is going to be Kevin Dunn. When I look up all the Cobra facts page on Facebook, very popular Cobra forum, everyone either recommends getting a dyno tune, which that's always the proper answer. A dyno tune is always the proper answer. But I'm at the point now where a dyno tune is 2.5 hours away. I don't have a trailer. I don't have a truck. So I kind of left to an e-tuner. But Kevin Dunn, on that same page, they all swear by him. This dude does, from what I've seen, he does a lot of big Whipples builds, like upgraded superchargers. He does even turbo swap terminators. So I'm gonna put my trust in him, since I have a pretty mild bolt-on, honestly. Once I get this one good to go, I do have a leaky diff, but I think I'm gonna wait for that one. I'm at the point now where I want to do full suspensionless, but right now the main priority is the Fox. You can kind of see a little bit of what's going on over there. So yeah, that's all I did with the Cobra. I just changed out the alternator 200 amp, ran the big 3-wire kit, and I did the supercharger pulley, which also that's a pain in the ass, honestly, to take out that pulley, even with the Metco thing. Oh, I also did the idler pulleys. I did the 5-piece. That's what this big one is. I did the 5-piece idler pulleys to help with belt slip, and I went with the gate screen belt. So hopefully I get the Cobra running here soon, the next week or two. I can get that one back on the road. I'd be pretty happy with that. So on to the Fox. So first up with the Fox, obviously 427, 7-liter, 351 Windsor swap, whatever you want to call it. So the headers are right here. I couldn't get them to fit. And even if I did get them to fit, the ball socket size is like 2.75 inch, and I have a 3-inch X pipe. So it was not gonna work at all. So I went ahead today, I ordered Cook's 1 7/8 headers, 3-inch collector. So a lot of people swear by them. They perfect fit, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, honestly, when it comes to 351 Windsor swaps, that I failed to realize until just recently is that a lot of people don't want to do 351 Windsor swaps because the exhaust is the big problem. A lot of people swear by Hooker super comps, cool, whatever. I just went with Cook's just because it's Cook's. I don't know. I trust them a little bit more. So it got to a point where I was like, I might as well just go turbo so I don't have to deal with any of the long tube headers. But I was like, I wanted NA, and I like the idea of a Pro Charger more because it's more tried and true, even on the 302 platform. Hell, people were slapping Vortex on them like as soon as they got them off the lot. So, and they still running today. So with that, I got the Cooks coming in. I also did the 93 Cobra brake booster. So I failed to bench bleed the master cylinder, so that's a problem right now. So I'll figure that one out soon. I still have to get the accessory bracket for this, for AC and power steering. So when I get that, I will be able to start putting the accessories on. Same thing, hopefully I have AC. So put a new AC evaporator core in there. Use my old heater core because my heater core is only 2 years old. I did that like 2 years ago. So onto the inside. So I'll show some pictures of when I first started doing the interior. So with the dash is in, the cluster's in. Right now I have all the wires laying down here going to my Dakota Digital box. So most of them are wired in. I'm just gonna start cutting them up and shortening the wires and all that kind of stuff. I need to figure out the steering wheel problem. And but I got most of the interior buttoned up, or at least the front of it. I got the center console, the radio, all that fun stuff. So I also realized that I can, if I have to do a heater core ever on these cars, I can do it pretty fast now because I kind of figured out the method of the madness, because I've had to pull this dash off 3 different times already, and just on assembly. Because when I put the heater box back in, I forgot to do 2 vacuum lines that go to the very back, and you can't get to them unless the heater box is out. So I had to tear off the dash and not tear it off, but I was able to get this dash on without cracking it. But honestly, when it comes down to it, if you can it's a couple screws for this stuff right here. You pull that out the way, you do the 2 bolts on the bottom and the 6 bolts that are on top, you can swing that thing out. So I painted most of the interior. I painted it all myself. So all this is good. I did Sim Landu black. So that one's apparently really similar to OEM gloss black. I always like the black interiors. So I need to get this door back together. Where I'm running into this door is all the rods for the door locks and all that kind of stuff. I need to get that figured out. I need to get the other door paint figured out. At the problem now where it's colder outside, I no longer have the method to paint at the moment, because the reducer I have and the clear coat activator I have is for hot weather. It's 40 degrees. Now I don't know if it's for flash time or for curing time. I'm pretty sure it's for curing time, and curing is 24 hours for clear coat. and it does not get above 86 degrees here until probably March or April, honestly. So I might outsource my front bumper, my rear bumper, my side skirts to the body shop next door to me. Just have them do it real fast, so that saves me some time. So, but yeah, it's I'm sorry guys, I know it's been a long time. I've been just going through some stuff right now, but we're progressing slowly but surely. I can't give a date when this car is gonna be done, but I mean, I'm out here every day as much as I can between work and all that. I'll come in here a couple hours before work to get some stuff done. So most of the dash is in. I also got one of the rear quarter panels somewhat sitting, it's not bolted up, so I need to dye my seat belts also. So, and I got the rear seat delete kit for this car also. So yeah, just step by step. I also started doing the headliner. We had some spare headliner laying around, so I kind of started on that right here. So I need to vacuum it and clean it up before I put it in the car. I never done a headliner. It's kind of just what we had laying around, so hopefully it works. I'm not too sure. So yeah, that's a shop update. And it's a mess in here, guys. I'm sorry. I've been going back and forth between these two cars, just trying to get stuff done. So I will start posting more. Hopefully here soon, start getting more footage and stuff like that. I wish I did one on the Cobra jaw. That was actually a pretty interesting one. So, but yeah, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. See you later and see you next time.